Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel. Thank you for listening in the podcast. It is March 6th, 2024, Wednesday. I'm here to speak about the situation that's happening in Haiti right now. As you guys know, I believe 2 weeks ago I came here and told you that finally they are proceeding with the case of investigating the death of their president, the killing of their president that happened in 2021. And I cannot believe it's been that long already, but I remember giving the breaking news about how he was attacked, how it was a ritual because of the way they found the body of Jovenel Moise. And that happened, like I said, July 20 or June 2021. And it was very shocking. And right now, even the wife got indicted, and a lot of people in the government in that country. And I have said before, there's something with Haiti. I have also come here and tell you about prophetic vision that God gave me about not just Haiti, the entire island. And as you guys know, I am from the Dominican Republic. So for me to see that, it was very shocking. Oh wow, and God's just reminded me something. I made a video, I believe it was late 2020, regarding the prophetic vision. I'm gonna see if I can get the links so that if you're listening in the podcast, come to YouTube and you'll see it. It was regarding the island of Hispaniola, which is connected with Haiti. Obviously, it's between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, make up the island of Hispaniola. God gave me a vision about that. And in that vision, if you don't remember, I have spoken about Donald Trump. And I remember wondering, why is he in this dream? And now everything that's happening, how the Supreme Court ruled yesterday that he should not, his name is not going to be removed from the ballot and all of that. It's almost like everything's shaping up to that vision that God gave me. And if you guys want to revisit that, that's a very shocking vision, because I remember from just briefly, I didn't watch the video before I came here to talk to you, but I remember in that vision, God outlined for me the island of Hispaniola. And I remember seeing, being in a crowd of people in Plaza España, which is right, if you're familiar with the Santo Domingo, Plaza España is very well known. It's just the plaza in front of the old Christopher Columbus house over there. Very touristic area in Santo Domingo. And I remember being there and looking around, and then everybody's looking out in the ocean, and the island of Hispaniola is being outlined. And I was like, oh wow, it's not just Haiti, it's also the Dominican Republic. And as I'm like, everybody was just quiet. Everybody's just quiet around me. And then I look around, I'm like, I'm completely in a crowd of people. We're all just looking so amazed at this image that God is giving to us of the map being outlined of the island of Hispaniola. And then we see, like on the grass, like we see the plane, and then I see, who do I see walking? Even looking down and just going to take on this plane, getting on the plane, I see Donald Trump, and I was like, wait a second, something's going on. Like, what is happening? It's a whole video. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm going to speak about the situation that's happening in Haiti, but just bringing that to your attention, that I was like, Haiti once again is in the news because of everything that's happening, and it's been going on ever since. And I think it got worse, obviously, when the president got killed, right? It got worse. But now they say that Haiti's security crisis is reaching a breaking point. In case you didn't know, just this week, I believe 4,000 gang members were escaped the prison. So they created this whole attack within, because they say a lot of Haiti is governed by gang, and there are kidnappings and all of that stuff. People are afraid to go out, just to get groceries and things like that. And we have come here and told you about the kidnapping of the missionaries that go there to help the people, right? Because when there's so much fighting and all of that, there's always innocent people in between that don't have the means to leave the country. and don't have anything. So the missionary work continues, right? To go out there and to bring resources and things like that, putting your lives at risk. And that's why a lot of the times, a lot of these missionaries, they actually get kidnapped. So the situation has been very dangerous in Haiti for a long time. But they're saying right now it's getting even worse. It says here in this article, even to the breaking point. It says Haiti is engulfed by crisis as gangs press as gang, and also the prime minister is to step down. What a mess. Okay, how dangerous is that? They, like I told you, a bunch of gang members escaped the prison, and right now, there's more of them on the street, and it's just crazy. Let me read to you this article briefly. Haiti's security crisis is reaching a breaking point. An alliance of armed gangs is pressing the country prime minister to resign, placing the United States in the middle of the power struggle gripping the country. Aiming to ease the standoff, the Biden administration is increasing pressure on Prime Minister Ariel Henry to enable a transfer power. The United States was not actively calling on him or pushing for him to resign, but he added, "We are urging him to expedite the transition to an empowered and inclusive governance structure." So actually, Haiti is demanding the help from us, from the U.S. It's just, I have spoken about this. I feel like I have spoken about this before. You have to be, when you demand help, kind of like there's nothing more I can do, you also need to be ready to what is going to be demanded from you. We have the immigration crisis going on here. We have a country like Haiti going through a crisis that's coming to a breaking point, and I wonder what the plan is. I know tomorrow is going to be the State of the Union, but I wonder what the plan is with this. It says here, the impasse points to a major inflection point in Haiti, which has been plagued by nearly perpetual crisis over the last several years. That's what I thought, right? As temper flare in the country of 11.5 million people over spreading unrest, food shortages, and lack of progress is moving towards democratic election and restoring a sense of security. Just remember also, it got to a point, I don't know if it was last summer, Haiti got to a point that it became really bad, that I remember talking about this in my channel about how the Dominican president, Luis Abinader, he actually crossed the border for, I don't know how long it was, but I remember there was a big outrage because commerce and a lot of the vendors that cross over DR from Haiti just to make money to have food for that day. And he was closing the borders with no exception. Regardless, right? There's no exception. Even if you have a good record or anything, right? And it was because it was a security crisis that was going on. The reason that I wanted to speak about this, not only to bring awareness about the situation in Haiti, but because, like I told you guys, 4 years ago, God gave me a vision about the island of Hispaniola. And in that midst, for some reason, Donald Trump was involved. And I remember I was just thinking, why is the U.S. going to be, is something going to happen that's going to cause an enmity, that's going to cause, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but because as far as I knew, this is me after I got the vision, I was like, as far as I know, there's nothing bad between the U.S. and Haiti or the Dominican Republic, right? But just thinking about it now, I also have mentioned that because I remember just now when I learned that the Dominican president was closing the border, there were some comments that were made. I think this happened actually in September, in 2023 last year, September. And I remember there were some comments saying human rights organizations saying what Luis Abinader, the president of the Dominican Republic, is doing is very inhumane and saying a lot of things because they were kind of like criticizing his decision, saying you don't close your door to your neighbor, especially when they need help, right? That makes a lot of sense. But there was also a backlash of a lot of people from the Dominican Republic saying he's doing the best because he wants to protect the land, he wants to protect the people of DR, so he has to take extreme measures. So that was like the whole deal there. But I remember, I hope, because I remember saying this, because Haiti has always depended on people, on other countries for help. And now, like I just read to you, they are demanding almost like for the US to step in and help because they're in a crisis right now that has gotten to the breaking point. So if they're demanding the US to get help, what do you think the DR is going to do? They're going to protect their borders. They might close the borders once again. I don't know if it has been closed ever since, but I'm sure. And that might cause some type of enigma. I can't pronounce, but I hope you guys know what I mean. Kind of like getting the two countries in bad terms. Hopefully not, right? So I go back to that vision and seeing the island of Hispaniola, and I remember as I see it outline the whole thing. And I also remember seeing like fireballs, right, in the distance, kind of like being bombs being set off and things like that. I'm gonna leave the link here so you guys can listen to that. And I was like, oh wow, the issue is not gonna be just Haiti, it's gonna be for the entire island. And out of nowhere, I look over and I see Donald Trump, which I thought back then he represented the US, right? It would make sense for it to do that. And I was like, okay, that's crazy. But, here we are, guys. Let me just see if I can get more information for you. It says here, if Ariel Henry, which is the Prime Minister of Haiti, doesn't resign, if the international community continues to support him, we are heading straight for a civil war, said Jimmy Cherisi, a top gang leader and former police officer, Molly Wynot as Barbecue, that's his name, as Barbecue. He was talking to the press. So right now it looks as though Haiti, look how this gang member just said it. If he doesn't resign and he continues to receive, referring to the prime minister, just to let you know, like the wife of the ex-president that got killed in his home, like the security for the top person in that country couldn't be elevated enough that he lost his life being attacked in his own home. And now his wife, I don't know if she got arrested or indicted or something like that. All of that. And now we have a gang leader saying that if the prime minister that they have doesn't resign and continues to receive help from the international community, this is a threat that he's saying. They're heading straight for civil war. This is when you have that power to even speak to the press about the situation, that says a lot about the situation that's happening in that country. So if you know anybody from Haiti, reach out, see if they have family there or something. Let's keep the nation, let's keep this whole island in your prayers. And I hope that, obviously we want an end to this conflict that's been going on for years after years in Haiti. But at least for this conflict right now with the gangs and things like that, I hope that they get peace and resolution soon. But like I said, I had a vision about this island 4 years ago. It's gonna be 4 years, I think, in October, that God gave me this vision. So let me know, guys, what you guys think about this, all of this, and if you heard any updates about the situation right now in Haiti, please leave it in the comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Have a good day. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, Julissadesigns, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless. Everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you want to know more about me, you can always visit www.julissadesigns.com. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.